This storm not as impactful as it was looking at one point, so I guess that's the upside, right?
I guess. Impacts have changed over the years.
Yeah.
There used to be a time where, a 2 to 4 inch snow, let's just say, I'm not talking about this one, but a 2 to 4 inch snow, we'd shrug our shoulders and say, let's go.
Yeah.
Now it stops everything, which is weird, right? Because we have to be careful. So now we're looking at, 4 to 8 inch snow in southern Connecticut. That's still super impactful and going to be really tough to clean up. So it's interesting. I hate bringing the numbers down, and we had to do that yesterday afternoon. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's like we wouldn't go to school if there was 6 inches or 16.
True, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you think it's we're pulling our hair out yesterday afternoon. It was no fun at all. So right now, snowing steadily in New Haven. I love the street lights. They're very helpful. But the air temperature is above freezing, so it's melting on contact on the streets there because it's been so warm lately. But as the snow picks up in intensity, we'll see it cover everything and really make for some I would say dangerous travel. So you can see how snow being reported everywhere, but of course Windsor locks, so because that's near the Mass border and there's still a little bit of dry air hanging out. The one change since you went to bed is that now we have a winter weather advisory. It's been downgraded for Litchfield and Hartford counties from a winter storm warning, and that's a sure sign that we're going to get less snow. In fact, near the Massachusetts border, there may be very little, inch or two. That would be about it. But once you work your way south, the warnings are still in place. And we think that a 4 to 8 inch snow is likely, and especially New Haven to around Norwich and possibly down into Stonington. There's always that water issue, the fact that we're near the water. But 4 to 8 inches right up through Waterbury, Meriden, Middletown, over through East Haddam, down into Clinton, out into Danielson, maybe up to Killingly. We'll see how far north. This little line here between the blue and the purple could probably, dance around a little bit here as we monitor the conditions. But it's a 4 to 8 inch snow, and it will still have impacts. So it's a significant change from yesterday's thinking, obviously, with the storm track and intensity just a little bit south, which, by the way, if you have plans to go to New York City for Valentine's Day, they may be digging out of a more significant accumulation. End result is less snow for most of us, maybe not all of us, compared to yesterday's forecast. Accumulation still expected statewide, but the heaviest totals in the southern half of the state, especially the 4 southern counties. Right now, the precipitation continues to move in and kind of take over. And I think the key to this, and I'm going to widen the perspective here just a little bit and show you the area of low pressure. Remember, this is one of those situations where we have one storm out here moving into Virginia and then another storm taking over here. And as this one gets developed and moves out this way, I want you to notice we got some pretty decent radar returns here, fairly energetic look to the radar. And as this fills in and pushes north into this, marginally cold atmosphere, I think somewhere along the line, including maybe southern Connecticut, but Long Island, New York City, Westchester County, up into our 4 counties, the jackpot will happen somewhere in this area, and it's going to be heavy, wet snow. It's going to be impactful. So here's future radar. And we always kind of watch the darker blues, and you can see how everything kind of moves in. 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 6:37. Now, the key to what you're going to see here is how fast this thing ends, too. So, yeah, it snows like crazy, 6:30. I'll move it along to 8. Still snowing. Heaviest snow, most impactful in southern Connecticut. See that dark blue shading? Mostly across, sustained across southern Connecticut, kind of spotty through northern Connecticut. And then 11 a.m., as we talked about yesterday, there's the back edge of the snow. And it goes racing through during the midday hours. The snow just stops. So duration is not our friend to reach our accumulation totals. But at this point, oh well, it's still going to be impactful. And buses would not want to be rolling from 5 to 8 a.m. It's just, or 6 to 8 a.m. No, we're going to have buses out there. It's not safe. So, yes, it's still the same impacts, just the numbers are certainly lower. Lots of sunshine for your Valentine's Day with a gusty wind and fair weather on Thursday, too. So accumulating snow is still an issue, and I would say this is mostly for the southern half of the state. Travel issues and accumulating snow. The winds will gust, but I don't think they're going to be a huge situation as far as that goes. And temperatures stay pretty chilly for the next 10. Here's your forecast for today. Snow heavy at times this morning and then ending midday, and accumulations heaviest in southern Connecticut. Temperatures hanging out in the middle 30s, which makes it a heavy, wet, globby snow. Globby, I love that word. Blustery tomorrow, fair Thursday. A system might zip by Thursday night into Friday. I got to take a closer look at that. I've been kind of bogged down with this thing today. And then the weekend right now looks kind of chilly, the way it should be for this time of year.